Now, the story of today, a lady, she approached me. She already watched my videos for long, and she already left Islam. But she have a brother. He is very highly educated. And he stopped, like hardly he talked to her and her sister, because her sister lately, she became a Christian too. And she asked me if I can talk to him. And she said, finally, she made him agree to talk to me. But she said, please, I mean, this is, he will not do it again. He promised. If you could not convince him, he will not do it again. And he told us, if he called me stupid, if he called me, etc., if blah, blah, blah. I mean, like he gave her a list. So I said, no problem. And he's an Arab. The family are Arab people. So we do not need to speak in English. And he, you know, he said, we don't want to be recorded. It have to be private, not on air. I said, sure, no problem. Then we start, you know, the conversation. And right away, he surprised me by saying to me, you have 5 minutes. Look, he did not tell his sister we have 5 minutes. But when we start the call, you know, he said to me, I will give you 5 minutes. When the 5 minutes is over, if you do not convince me, I will hang up. Now, how in the world you want to make somebody accept Islam is a stupid in 5 minutes? A grown man, he have a degrees, he is educated, he have a very good profession. 5 minutes. That's it. And he said, just tell me when you want to start, so I will start the clock. You know, 5 minutes. So I said to myself, what I would do, 5 minutes, I mean, that's it, it's one shot, you know. So I said, okay, I'm going to show you something from the Quran. I said to him, start the clock. I will show you something from the Quran. How you explain the Quran? He said, my favorite scholar is Ibn Kathir. I said to him, who is the one you read to interpretation? He said, my favorite is Ibn Kathir. I said, wonderful. So I went to this verse, which we mentioned not long time ago. Chapter 34, verse number 14. And, you know, for him, he did read it in Arabic, and he said, I saw this verse before, nothing wrong with it. He said, read it. Solomon, he died and he was dead on his chair for 1 year, and nobody noticed that he is dead. Until the termite, they ate his stick. He said, it doesn't say that. Where is the 1 year? I said, this is why I asked you which interpretation you like before we start, because I wasn't sure which verse I'm going to show you. And then I showed him Ibn Kathir. And I showed him, here we go. This is Ibn Kathir saying, and I made him read in Arabic. I'm showing you in English. Allah tell us how Sulaiman, etc., etc., he remind leaning on his stick, which he has, which his staff, Ibn Abbas, he said, etc. And then, because I was worried about that, I was skipping the sentence, exactly what I'm talking to you now, because, you know, I'm worried about the 5 minute time. He stayed like that for a long time, nearly a year, when the creature of the earth, which was kind of warm, ate it through his stick and became weak, and he fell into the ground. So I said, the guy, he was dead for a year. His wife come to him, nobody noticed that he's dead. His ministers come to him, nobody knows he's dead. The guy don't go to the bathroom. The guy, he don't eat. The guy don't fart. The guy, his eyes don't blink. The guy, he don't move his lips. The guy, he don't move his fingers. And for a year, nobody noticed that he is dead. And I said to him, I'm done. Even the 5 minutes is not done. You tell me, what do you think? The guy, he went in silence. He said, give me a minute. And I'm waiting. His sister, she was like, she's talking to him, like whispering, showing him in the book. You know, he have the book. He have the book. You know, I gave him the link. You know, he's reading in Arabic. And I'm waiting. My 5 minutes is not over yet, but I mean, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to If this is not enough to prove to you that Islam is stupid, but I would do more. But because I promised his sister I will not use the word stupid, etc., because he said if he does use those words, I will hang up. So I would say I'm waiting, you know. And then he said, this is stupid. He asked me not to use the word stupid. He put a condition before we talk that you shall not use, he shall not use the word stupid. If he used the word stupid, I will hang up. I will leave. I will not listen to him again. I'm warning you, sister. So sister, she said to me, please don't use the word stupid when you talk to him. Even if you are not talking about him, talking about the Quran or Hadith, don't say the word stupid. I said, okay, I will not. So he went in silence for a minute or two, and then he said, this is stupid. I said, remember, we should not use the word stupid. He said, yeah, we should not, but this is stupid, what I can say. I said, wonderful, so what do you say now? This is Quran saying to you that there is a God, his name is Allah. He put Sulaiman on the chair for a year, and nobody noticed that he is dead. Why? Because he died standing. Does it make a difference if you die standing or laying in your back? I mean, how people they knew you are dead or not? Is that because you are standing or no? If you don't talk, if you don't move, if you are cold, your body is cold, you know, your body will start decay anyway. So the stick was decayed before the body. And the purpose of that, as you see in screen, Allah don't want the genie that now he said it's stupid. So that the 5 time zone is broken. He's not counting time no more. So I said, okay, if Allah here it says Allah he don't want the genie to know that he is dead, can't Allah extend his life for 1 more year instead of making him stand on the stick? He said, yeah, I'm telling you this is stupid. I cannot say anything. He said, don't you wanna? He said, look, I'm not here to come in to argue. I told my sister, I'm not here to debate you. I will listen to you. And I agree, this is stupid. I said, so the 5 minutes is over. You made a promise. Either you agree with me that Islam is stupid, you know, which this is why you are calling either Islam is bad, which means stupid, a lie, or Islam is good and you stay as a Muslim. So what we should say? He went in a mute again, and he said, can I read more? I said, sure, go ahead. And then he said, you know, actually when I was reading the story, I said to myself, this is garbage. So I have to agree with you, this is really stupid and I am not a Muslim no more. But he said, I need to read more. To be sure, I choose Ibn Kathir, but Ibn Kathir, maybe he's wrong. Maybe other tafsir is better. I said, forget about Ibn Kathir, read the Quran. The Quran in front of you. Who needed Ibn Kathir? The story in the Quran is very clear. We made him die until, and the jinn did nothing informed the jinn of his death, except the little worm of the earth. I said, how long it take the worm to eat a steak? So who need Ibn Kathir? It's in front of you. That's why I chose this verse, because they can't play too much games with it. It's so clear. The guy, he said, you know, okay, you know what? He was really upset. You know, I hear his breathing. He said, you know what? Very disappointing. I thought my sister, she was being fooled. I stopped talking to her for a while. And my other sister, she followed her, so I was angry from her for making two sisters of mine leave Islam. Said, son, what you will do now? You are not a Muslim, do you want to accept Christ? And then he said, no, I'm not going to accept Christ, because I need to study more. I'm not going to leave a stupid thing to join a stupid thing. I said, remember, you said you don't like to use stupid. He said, I don't mean bad thing, but maybe Christianity is a stupid too. I said, what about we have a conversation and see if it's stupid or not? So he promised that we will continue talking, you know. He need to read more. He wanna, like, his sister, she will share the gospel with him, you know, she will show him. He will read more, he will do more research, and we will go back and talk again to talk about Christianity. But already he is out of Islam. So the funny in this story is that the person, he put conditions that I should not use the word stupid. And he is the one who used it as soon as he saw this verse. You tell me, if you are a Muslim watching this video, how in the world do you accept such a story? The Muslim who mentioned 2070, we are now in 2021. Do you accept this story?